guys, Neri here from Drakewing Gamers, some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with a new Let's Play episode of, you probably guessed it, the repeat remake. So guys, let's, last place we left off, let's see. Yes. Alright, in the dorm rooms. Maybe we're about to see something naughty this time, I don't know. We'll see what else has changed. Alright guys, sit back and enjoy, and let's just go ahead and jump right in, shall we? Alarm chain, you're up, and let's go. Okay. Alright. But I was half asleep, so I wasn't really paying any attention. And then the toaster caught fire for whatever reason, so I had to put it out. Wow, you're a mess. Hey, cut me some slack. This is my first time using a toaster. There's nothing to worry about. The fire alarms didn't go off. I'm not sure how safe I feel about that. Sorry. I've mostly just used a walk at home. All these appliances scare me. Oh no. There's always a little margarine for error. Wow, and you say my puns are bad. You gotta rise to the occasion. It's the least you can do. Is there one that I can do that'll win? Sounds like you just need some practice. No, okay. All puns are bad. Period. I do realize the fact that you've mustered the strength to catch up to me. Never speak to me again. Weakling. Philip suddenly jumped as one of the dorm rooms opened behind him. Oh, that would be Owen. Philip speed walked down the hall with a deadpan look. I'll see you around, Adrian. I think I heard him whisper good luck under his breath. That poor kid. Good lord. Yeah, things have changed. Oh yeah, things have changed. Morning, Adrian. How's it going? Why are your boxes all wet? It's not pee if that's what you're thinking. Ooh, I see. Had some sweet dreams last night, didn't ya? That's not it either! Hey, don't worry about it, man. Your secret's safe with me. I don't even know where to start with you. Are you always this flirty? That's just how I roll. Will you people put some fucking clothes on? Oh, morning to you too, Cecil. Owen grinned and winked. I guess that's just his normal morning greeting. Oh, damn it, you're here too. Did you always have to lounge around like you own the place? Well, I've lived here for like 7 years. May as well make myself comfortable. Welcome to Gerania, by the way. I'm glad to see you off the streets and rejoining civilization. You're a fucking twat, you know that? What? I was just trying to be friendly. By the way, we gotta go on a shopping trip sometime. And you need to wear something other than those rags, man. I know this really good shop downtown. Cecil growled and stomped his way down the hall. I forgot how irritating it was to hang around you. Wait, I didn't mean anything by it. And he's gone. That went as well as expected. Maybe I should follow Cecil. Then again, it might be better to have a word with Owen, too. Let's stay and talk. Let's go. We're gonna do Philip this run. So, actually, you know what? I don't know. What should we do? Should we do Cecil? Maybe we should do Cecil this time. Okay, let's do Cecil. Let's do a Cecil. Okay. Go and check on Cecil. This will be a Cecil run, guys. I'll see you around, Owen. Okay, good luck, Adrian. Man, Jesus. Oof. Oh, that bulge. I jogged down the hall in the direction Cecil went, but man, that guy was fast. I took a few loops around our floor, but I finally found Cecil sulking in the lounge area. Cecil, wait up! What do you want? Actually, you mind putting some clothes on first? I'll lower the music a little bit. I like this music, though. I don't need to see you bumbling down the hall in your underwear first thing in the morning. God, I forgot! I was about to shower before I got caught up with between you and Owen. Then go shower and stop bothering me. Teach always warned me to never talk to strange, naked men. You wound me. I was just a little worried about you, that's all. You looked awfully upset about when you left earlier. Owen's an insensitive dumbass sometimes. His rich-ass family doesn't make it any better. It's all deep pockets and shallow thoughts with that one. Oh, let me constantly remind you that you're dirt poor and at the bottom of the barrel. You look awful. Here's some money. That'll fix you right up. I mean, for fuck's sake, I'm trying to turn a new leaf here. I don't need him to play the philanthropist card all the time. I can do things on my own. Well, I guess Owen was a little tactless back there. I think he's got a good heart. I think he's got his heart in the right place. He's just kind of bad at showing it. Yeah, I know he's a nice guy. I've known him since we were kids. It's just... Gah! He really pisses me off sometimes, you know? Cecil seemed to suddenly catch himself in the middle of his outburst and glanced at me suspiciously. You're being awfully nice. First you returned my wallet, now you're trying to play peacemaker. Well, you're being awfully suspicious. I'm just trying to be a good person and make friends and whatnot. You look upset and I figured you might want someone to vent to. I guess it's nice to have someone listen to my yapping, but... Cecil glared at me warily. Then he realized he was staring at my half-naked body and quickly looked away. Anyway, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I'll be heading to the kitchen and making breakfast. Food does sound pretty good right about now. My stomach suddenly let out a high-pitched growl. Hungry, aren't you? Tell you what, come along with me. I'll whip you up one of my famous omelets for you. Really? Consider it a thanks for buying me the sandwich yesterday. I guess I'll try that whole be a good person and make friends shtick of yours. I think I'm in love. Alright, shut up. You're making it weird. Cecil and I walked in to find the kitchen a complete mess. The whole place looked like a war zone. There was a dark layer of soot where the toaster once lived, and the air was thick with the smell of burnt toast. Cecil looked horrified as he opened a window. Oh, right. Philip totally wrecked the place earlier. How do you manage to blow up a toaster? Well, at least the kitchen's usable. You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Cecil opened the fridge and grabbed a few eggs and strips of bacon. Huh. Owen restocked all the food in the fridge again. Probably the only good thing that twat's ever done. He seems like a pretty okay guy. Cecil gave me a nonchalant shrug before continuing making breakfast. He moves so naturally when he's mixing and cooking ingredients. He's probably done this quite often. It was mesmerizing to watch, really. The graceful way he transitioned from chopping tomatoes to flipping eggs. Cecil's usual frowning face is absent, replaced by a soft look of content. Your omelet and bacon is done, Adrian. Okay. Your omelet and bacon is done, Adrian. I would have made toast too if Philip didn't blow up the toaster. Cecil bowed while trying to hide a proud smirk. Prepare to be blown away by my handiwork. I'm prepared to be blown. Cecil shot me an exasperated grimace. You really are a shameless twat. Shameless and proud. You just eat your damn food. Cecil began forking his first bite of his fabled omelet, and I followed suit. Wow, this is actually pretty good. Damn right it is. Ooh. Excuse me. Cecil was trying to play it cool, but his face was flushed with pride. He looked rather happy. It seemed like he didn't get the chance to cook for other people much. How did you learn to cook so well? This is some good work. It's not that good. I've worked a lot of jobs as a kid, and the longest one I've held was at this bakery. My boss taught me a lot of stuff about cooking and baking and whatnot. I owe a lot to him. He just kind of grabbed me off the street and took me under his wing. Sounds like a pretty good boss. There was a fond look on Cecil's face, but with a hint of sadness, too. I wonder if he's alright. Hey guys, have you seen my bag? I think I left it in here. Wow! Nice like I clothes there, Adrian. Sorry if I interrupted something. Before we could say anything, Philip quickly grabbed his bag and ran out. What was that about? Philip slowly ducked his head back through the door. There better not be sinning in the kitchen. Oh, there is exclusively sinning in the kitchen. Wait, no, it's not what it looks like. If sinning has occurred, I expect every surface sanitized twice once over when you're done. And then he was gone. Cecil's face looked like a very angry tomato. Did I miss something? And then the realization hit me. I was still in my boxers. From Philip's view across the table, it probably looked like I was naked. I'm gonna go. You better explain to Philip before he gets any weird ideas. Let me sip my coffee, guys. Oh, that's a wrap on the coffee. Pumpkin spice. Enjoy your food, Adrian. And with that, Cecil ran out of the room in a flustered mess, leaving only me and my half-eaten breakfast. Yep, sounds about right. Writing workshop was a class required for all students, which is why I was listening to an incredibly boring lecture while my sanity slowly drained away. Students with various core subjects were stuffed together into one big lecture hall, many of whom were yawning violently into the morning sun. I really didn't blame them. The teacher of the class was Mr. Dorcas Dolores, and God did he have a monotone voice. It was taking 110% of my concentration to try and stay awake. What I really needed was something to kill this boredom. Distractions, pranks, conversations, just give me something! With a sigh, I glanced at the other students in the room. Inconveniently, I was seated at the center of the lecture hall. Just far enough that the teacher wouldn't bother me, but too close to actually take a nap. Sitting next to me was Philip, who, like everyone else, was ignoring everything Mr. Dolores was saying. He was just happily doodling in his notebook. The little guy looked like he was having the time of his life. I wish I had that kind of strength. I think Cecil was sitting somewhere in the front. His head was resting on his arm, fast asleep. Meanwhile, Owen's at the back of the class. Why is he staring at his own glowing crotch? Oh, wait, that was his phone. He was hiding it under his desk, I think. I hope. Well, just sitting here observing wouldn't cure my boredom. What should I do? I stared at Philip creepily. I can't do anything? Can't do anything? With Cecil? I sighed and pulled out my phone. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have his number. I sighed and pulled out my phone and discreetly under my desk. Luckily, Owen gave me his number yesterday in case I needed anything. I'm sure he was just trying to be helpful without any ulterior motives whatsoever. With a sigh and a click... Oh, hold up. Let's do, because Owen is probably going to be my next playthrough. Let's do Philip. I turn around and scrunch up my face, boring into Philip's forehead with my eyes. I may truly be going insane. Philip doesn't notice at first, but he squirmed and frowned at his notebook. After a moment, he glanced up at me with great concern. Adrian, are you okay? You look constipated. What? Nah, I was just wondering what you were drawing. And I'm kind of bored out of my mind. This class is unbearably boring. Well, you're right about that. This teacher, Dorcas Dolores, was it? He's got the most monotone voice I've ever heard. He's just reading word for word out of the textbook, too. Does this even count as teaching? Oh, so a very monotone voice, huh? Alright, I'm gonna do that as Mr. Dorcas's voice from now on. Mr. Dorcas. I glanced up at the classroom. Isn't he that rude teacher who yelled at us yesterday? He kind of gives off that I don't even want to work here vibe. Makes you wonder why he even became a teacher in the first place. Summer holidays, probably. Or maybe he has a passion for putting students to sleep. You sound like you really don't like him. He's a teacher here, an authority figure to some extent. He has a responsibility to the people who rely on him, and yet he mostly goes around yelling at students instead of doing his job. Something about that just really annoys me. There was a sudden ruckus at the front of the classroom. Apparently, Mr. Dolores caught Cecil sleeping in class and smacked his desk with a textbook. Slacking off in class, are you? God knows why the Academy accepted a street rat like you when you're clearly incapable of even paying attention. Well, it ain't my fault you're as dull as a brick. This ain't exactly a good class when you can just replace your talking with a YouTube video. Mr. Dolores slammed his fist against the desk and glared at Cecil dangerously. Listen hard, kid. This is my classroom, and you will follow my rules while you're in here. And I say, any student who isn't worth my time will leave. Got it? Cecil looked like he wanted to argue back, but thought against it. Class silently watched as he grabbed his bag and stomped out of the room. Anyway, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Wow, what a dickbag. That guy's got some nerve. I've got just the thing. Huh? Philip rummaged his pockets with a frustrated huff. Hey, Adrian, you wouldn't happen to have a penny I can borrow? A penny? Yeah, I've got one here. What do you need it for? Sweet karma and justice. Philip flipped the coin into the air before catching it on a closed palm and whispering quietly into his hand. I watched with fascination. What was he doing? Ooh, this one looks different. Adrian! What? Holy fuck, don't pop out of the blue like that! You scared the hell out of me! Do you feel it? There's something here. Something unnatural. What was he talking about? Is there another ghost thing around? My mind was suddenly reverberated with the sound of clattering chains. What the hell's going on? The classroom suddenly shook as the fire alarms began roaring to life, as well as we all automatically scrambled to our feet. Something weird was happening. A single sprinkler at the front of the class went off and showered Mr. Dolores with ice-cold water. As the cranky teacher screamed in dismay, a ceiling tile fell and crashed onto him, showering him with grime and dust. The debris clung onto his wet skin, making Mr. Dolores look like a blob of moist white dough. The class collectively snickered to themselves before quickly filing out of the room. Mr. Dolores began shouting and spluttering about the incompetence of the maintenance staff as we all left him behind. I spared a glance back at Philip just in time to hear him whispering something under his breath. Nicely done, Mimir. What the? How did you do that? Huh? Do what? I have no idea what you're talking about, but... Anyway, the fire alarm's ringing, Adrian. Let's hurry up and get out of here. What? But... I remained speechless as Philip laughed and dragged me out of the lecture hall. Oh, Philip, you loon. You silly loon. I groaned as I stared at the photography assignment I was damned with for the next 3 days. Do not use that tone with me, Adrian. This is an important photography exercise that tests your understanding of lighting. During the next 3 days, everyone will take 3 photographs that pertain to the theme of time. You may photograph moments that highlight the different times of day, or be creative and think outside the box. I look forward to seeing everyone's work. I glared at the paper in my hands and sighed. I'm not a photographer or an artist. How am I supposed to deal with this? I shouldn't have picked a class I didn't know shit about. You should put some more faith in yourself, Adrian. I'm sure you'll dish out at least one half-decent photo. Thanks. Hey, wait, you're a camera ghost, aren't you? Can you teach me any photography tricks for the assignment? First of all, I'm not a ghost. Second, shouldn't you try and learn about things on your own before I tell you? But it's hard! You useless camera ghost! Like I said, I'm not a ghost. Why don't you ask Philip or your other friends instead? They're bound to have ideas. Don't you know that's the same as giving up? Well, I guess I'll limp through this assignment on my own. Mr. Adrian, I couldn't help but notice you're moping from across the room. Is this assignment truly difficult for you? I'm a bit lost, honestly. I've got no background as an artist, and I sure as hell don't think like one. Language, Mr. Adrian. Perhaps you should think of it another way. Time is a cycle that you live through day in and day out. Think about the small moments that make them worth living. Photographs, after all, are just little pieces of time. Wow, Mrs. Corliss, I didn't know you were a poet, too. I would appreciate that sass, Mr. Adrian. After mulling over the assignment for the entire class, I decided I'd just wing it. The plan? Take random photos wherever I go and pick 3 that look half decent. What could possibly go wrong? Mrs. Corliss couldn't say I didn't at least try. Doof! Well, sorry about that. Huh? Nobody's there. Huh? A cold chill crawled down my spine. Really cold. Compared to this, my first meeting with Echo felt like a warm summer breeze. What's going on? Ooh. So you're back, Adrian. I wonder what kind of mess you'll get into this time around. Who are you? You don't remember? I suppose you managed to keep a hold of your memories. Or was it because you were too ashamed to face your failures? What are you even talking about? Don't worry about it. Say, Adrian, that's quite an old camera you have. Don't you think it's time to get rid of that rickety old thing? I'm quite fond of it, actually. You regret holding on to it for so long. It will only bring you more pain. There's only so far you can go with a broken camera and a broken wish. I wonder whose wish she is. She's gone. My head was throbbing painfully, like I had just been spinning about non-stop. Ugh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh god, we're ghosts! Adrian, are you alright? What happened? I lost contact with you for a moment. Ugh, I'm fine. Are you sure? You look so pale. Maybe it's best you go to the nurse's office. No, I'm just really tired all of a sudden. I guess my second day of classes took a lot out of me. I'll just head back to the dorm and get some rest. Alright, but let me know if you need anything at all. I'm here to keep you safe. I will. Thanks for worrying. Aww. Cutie. I felt exhausted, like I was slowly recovering from a high fever. What was going on? The girl that appeared earlier. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!